Hi guys, it's Nikki, Creative Nikki's Homemade Craft. Today I would like to teach you how to make this beautiful waffle stitch. So I used here some thicker yarn to create this cowl that I'm working on. But because this is a little bit harder to see, I'm not going to show you with this yarn how to do it. I will do it with a more brighter one-colored yarn. And it is very easy. You should know how to do some front post stitches and of course double crochet, and so it's really easy. Okay, so it is a multiple of 3 plus 2 plus 2. So let me explain what that means. So you have one square, which is 3. You can see here the square here, you can see it a little bit better. So it's 3 stitches right here. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets. So that's 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2 to match the outside right here. You would not add the 2 if this goes in a round, okay? So you would not add those 2, so then it would be just a multiple of 3 if you go in and around. But this is flat, so you're adding those 2 extras, okay? And then we have another 2 that we're adding for the turning chain. So it is a multiple of 3 plus 2 plus 2, okay? So let's do that. Move this to the side. I have here a chain of 20, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, I have 22. So, which is exactly like I did right here, okay? So we're gonna start with double crochets all the way over, starting from the 3rd chain from the hook. So I like to go on a back bump. It looks a little bit neater in the end. Okay, so we're just going to do double crochets all the way over, just like that. So there's pretty much 2 rows that you're repeating over and over again, and that's same for the rounds. So if you do this in a round, it's similar. It's actually exactly the same, just that you don't have those last 2 stitches that I just mentioned. Okay, we're almost done here. I'm going to zoom in a second so you can see a little bit more, but this is just double crochets, so it should be fairly easy if you're not particularly a beginner, but even as a beginner this should not be hard. Alright, last one. So, first row done of just double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2. And now I'm going to zoom in so you can see a bit better what I'm doing. A little bit brighter. Alright, so we're going to first do very simple. I'm going to do 2 normal double crochets. So 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to do a front post. So you're going to go around it just like that and do a front post double crochet. Now you're going to repeat those 3 stitches. So double crochet, double crochet, and then make sure you're going the right one. So we used 1, 2. Now this is the 3rd one. This would be a front post double crochet. Let's do that again. 1, 2 normal double crochets, and then the 3rd one is a front post. And whoops. 1, 2, and then a front post right around here. Let's do that again. I always check to make sure I'm in the right spot, especially when you start out with this stitch. You don't want to move things over. So after you do several rounds, you know exactly where to go. Okay, so this is the last front post double crochet. Now we have 2 more double crochets, and those are the 2 that you wouldn't do when you do it in a round. Okay, there you go. Now we're done with the first repeating row. Okay, so this is technically the second row, but that's the first repeating row that you're going to do over and over again. There's 2 repeating rows that you're doing over and over again. Okay, so now chain 2 and turn. Okay, so now every time you did a double crochet, you're going to do a front post double crochet, and every time you did a front post double crochet right here, you're doing a double crochet. So you're doing exactly the opposite of what you just did. All right, so here is where a normal double crochet was, so we're going to do a front post double crochet. Next one was also a double crochet, front post double crochet. Now the next one was a front post double crochet, now it's going to be a double crochet. And that will be repeated all the way to the end. Front post, double, normal double crochet, front post, double, front post, double, front post, double crochet, front post, whoopsie, and double crochet. And now we have 2 more, front post. All right, so this was the second of the repeating rows. So now you turn it around, and now it's already starting to look like a waffle stitch. You see the dimensions are starting. Okay, so now you're going to repeat row 2, which is the first of the repeating rows. So these 2 rows, row 2 and 3, are the ones that repeat now over and over again. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more set so you see exactly how this is going to turn into, and then you're just going to repeat it as many times as you need. Okay, so we have a double crochet. So I did a chain of 2 first, which I'm not counting. Double crochet, now front post, double crochet, front post. So it's exactly the opposite of the previous row. It's every time the opposite of the previous row. Very easy to remember. Now front post, double, front post. So they're all double crochets. I'm just abbreviating a little bit. Double and double, front, double, front, double. Perfect. Okay, now if you look at it, you can see it more and more becoming a waffle stitch. So after the next round, you're definitely going to see the first big square. Okay, so chain of 2. Let's do one more. So again, you're doing the exact opposite of what you just did. So those ones are 2 double crochets. So we're going to do front post, double, front post, double. Now, of course, if you make this as a blanket, that would look so beautiful because it has so much texture to it. You can make this as a scarf. You can use it for a hat. There's so many different possibilities that you can use this stitch for, especially since you know the repeat count. It's very easy. Okay, now I'm doing a double crochet, front post, double, and 2 more front posts. And that's the end of this row. And here now you can definitely see the waffle stitch appearing. Isn't that beautiful? So this is how you're going to do it. So the last 2 rows that I just showed you are the ones that are repeating over and over again, right? So let me repeat real quick. So you're going to do double, double crochet, front post, double, double, front post, and so forth until the end. Should be 2 double crochets unless you're in a round. Okay, so and then you turn it around and then you do exactly the opposite. Okay, so you're going to do front post, double crochet, front post, double crochet, and so forth. And then those 2 rounds or those 2 rows you're going to repeat over and over again until you did exactly what you wanted to do. So I hope the stitch tutorial was helpful for you. I hope you learned a lot, and please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, you guys. See you next time. Bye.